Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I wanted to go through with you guys how I balance my mental health, my menstrual cycle, along with fitness and just keeping my body healthy in general. So let's get on to it. I am a strong believer is that anything is better than nothing. Even if it is just getting up, doing your chores, anything, any kind of movement that you can do. Not everyone's way of moving is going to look the same depending on whether they have health issues, whether they have illnesses, whether they have any kind of deformity like me. I have scoliosis. It definitely affects the way that we live and the way we work out and the way that we actually do things in life. Like the curve in my back is a 40-degree angle, and I'm not sure if it's the same for lower scoliosis kind of ranges, but for me specifically, I'm not allowed to do anything that's particularly heavy weights on my shoulders because it puts a lot of load on it. I can't do crunches. A lot of people vary, like I can't do Pilates, you know. I think that as long as everyone is doing the best for themselves, that is all that matters to me. Understanding that not everyone's body is going to look the same. Literally, you have to kind of understand, this is where mental health kind of comes in as well, because you look at someone online and you're like, oh my goodness, they're beautiful, I would love to be like them. But in reality, you could do the exact same workout as them and not get the same results. I used to be the kind of person who would always do heavy weights. And I'm not saying don't do heavy weights. If you enjoy that, do heavy weights. Like, do what you love to do for exercise, and that is completely fine. But for me personally, it wasn't realistic anymore. So I went to the gym I left the gym and I couldn't use most of the stuff there because of my scoliosis. So I thought, if I'm only using the dumbbells and like the racks and stuff for my exercises, I may as well save up and make one at home because it'll be a lot cheaper for me in future. So that is what I did, and I left the gym. I got at-home weights, I got a pull-up bar, I got all the things that I need to do my specific exercises that I like to do for myself. Like, I like to do strength training, so I try not to focus on too heavy weights anymore. I more just go for body weight and lighter weights. I work out according to my cycle. So if you are a woman, I do really suggest working out according to your cycle. So for example, during your menstrual cycle, you go through 4 phases: follicular, ovulation, luteal, and menstruation. I don't know if I pronounced all those right, so I'm sorry if I didn't, but you can find it online. There is so much information on it, and I really do suggest learning about it, because during different times of your cycles, specifically for me, I don't have much energy when I'm on my period, and it's not realistic for me to be lifting heavy weights every single week of the month. It's not realistic for me to lift heavy weights and perform the best I could on my period, if that makes sense, because I don't have as much energy. So instead of doing nothing, what I do is I work with it. I lower the weight. So I sometimes only do body weight if I'm not feeling it, if I'm not feeling well at all. I do stretches, just something to move my body and just get the blood pumping, and it just keeps you feeling good and active. Each day I wake up and I think, do I have energy to do a full workout today? Or do I only have enough energy to go for a walk, do some stretches, or do some body weight training? Every day I ask myself that question, and I go, I feel like I could do a full body workout today. So I go and I do a full body workout. I struggle with depression, OCD, and anxiety. So for me, it is a lot less stress knowing that I have that decision to whether I feel well enough to exercise and move my body in a way that I feel I can. It's just so much less stressful, and it is just, you don't want to stress your body out. And then you won't feel well if you're stressing your body out when you should just be doing what you can when you can. Don't get me wrong, if you like to have a routine and you like to exercise on certain days and do this and do that, You can do that. I'm not saying don't do that. Definitely do that if that works for you. But for myself, not knowing if I'm going to feel well, it is more realistic for myself, not necessarily you, but myself in general, to do what I can when I can, instead of doing nothing at all. And I used to feel like, because of my mental illnesses, that I had to do that. And if I wasn't going to do it, then I wasn't going to do it at all. So that would then make me feel guilty for not going and missing an exercise. So I now, preferably what works for me and my mental health, is just deciding in the morning, before you say, what if you're feeling lazy? Will you do a workout? Of course, I will do a workout if I'm feeling lazy. I definitely had my fair share of being lazy in the past. So if you've been lazy before, don't worry, you can get out of it. It is all pretty much just mindset. For me, if I'm feeling lazy, like, I still have days where I feel lazy, but I think to myself, okay, well, what will benefit my body more? I feel like I can get up and I can go exercise and I can do this and I'll feel so much better after it. Or I could just stay in bed, do nothing and regret it. So I choose in the moment what would be better for my body. Logically, I suppose you could say. It's okay not to feel like doing a workout. It's normal. Being motivated to do it is important. Like, you need a motive. So my motive is being healthy. You know, I want to be the best I can for myself. So that drives me to do it. That is why I do it. That is what motivates me to exercise and stuff. So, but what I'm trying to say is, you're not always going to feel motivated. So in times like when you're feeling lazy, you're going to have to be disciplined and discipline yourself into basically doing what's best for you. I do not exercise to look a specific way. I am someone who truly believes that when you are doing the best you can for yourself, you will look how you should. As long as you are taking care of your body, eating properly, exercising, doing all that stuff, you're gonna look how you should at your healthiest self. And honestly, the way your body looks comes down to bone structure, genetics, body fat distribution. We all need some fat on our body to survive, okay? Especially women. Women need a higher percentage of body fat than men. And if you are someone who likes to go to the gym for aesthetics, that's fine. I'm not saying don't do that as well. All I'm saying is that, one, it's not realistic for me, and two, it is not something I'm interested in. And yeah, that is how I now balance my mental health and obsessive thoughts, I suppose, in my anxiety and my OCD, in relation to being healthy, exercising, and just being the best I can for myself. And just remember, you are so much more than your body. You are so much more than your looks. You are beautiful from the inside out, okay? You shine when you are your happiest and best self. So all you ever needed to do, you never needed to change yourself. You only needed to do your best. That is it. I love you all so much, and thank you all for 10k. Expect a video coming soon. So yeah, thank you for being here, and you are loved, you are beautiful. Bye.